Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100. We're your hosts, Harrison,
Banks,
Najee.
oh shit, here we go again.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100 with you. We are your hosts today, Harrison.
I'm Brendon.
Don't even have to, my bad, I muted you right there, but we got Najee, we got our homeboy, Big Brendon, here today with us today, kicking it with us. So I am glad everybody is here with us today. It's our first time going live on StreamYard and stuff like that. But, it's good to be back recording. I know we ain't recorded in a minute. Brendon, we ain't had you on since the Drink Champs. I know if people been listening to the early days, he is still one of our highest rated episodes for Drink Champs. So how you doing today, big dog?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
Najee, what you up to?
Man, same old. Just got off work, living the American dream.
I did want to ask if anybody's been paying attention to the Olympics and stuff like that.
I've been watching Olympics like crazy.
Yeah, I know Simone Biles had pulled out today, and I think it was for like a mental break or something like that. Like a mental not break, like she had a mental break, but like just a break from all the stuff.
I might as well not even post. You ain't gonna give me no time to post. Like she pulled out because
you could talk.
Yeah, but she pulled out because she was it was for the teams. So she didn't pull out the whole thing. She only pulled out of the teams because she did that first vote, and that's her match, and she almost failed doing it. And so she just felt like she wasn't ready, and she didn't want to mess up their chances with the teams, because she could pull out and everybody could still compete and they could still win, because she knows she's gonna dominate when it comes to the singles. But she didn't want to mess up the rest of the USA, because she got all the mental stuff that's going on, because they've been judging all of her other stuff crazy in China. So what I'm saying, it just kind of, I was upset because I felt like we kind of needed her, because the other girl that took her spot, I watched the whole thing today, and it was just like she was all right, but the person that took us to silver was the Asian girl on the team. The Asian girl was killing it. She the only person that killed it the whole time. She took us to silver.
I just feel like we just disappointing in the Olympics this year.
The females are killing. All the females are winning everything.
Females, I think one of them just won gold for the backstroke or something like that, the butterfly event.
Yeah, backstroke, the volleyball team. You got the
don't forget the airsoft
boxing, the airsoft gun. Like, the females been winning everything.
I just really have no real interest in watching this one. I mean, I put like this: the basketball team kind of set the standard on how I'm gonna watch the Olympics this year.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm basketball to the headlines. That's about it.
Exactly. Basketball lost to France the other day, and I'm just kind of like, bro, what the fuck is we doing? Sha'Carri Richardson ain't there, already didn't care. And then did you see that?
Look who on the basketball team, bro. It's like KD and the scrubs. It's like
what scrub? Damian Lillard scrub. Damian Lillard scrub.
Man, name 6 superstars on the team.
Devin Booker, Damian Lillard,
we talking about superstars. Kevin Durant, David Lillard, them superstars. Name 6 superstars is what we're
I'm trying to figure out who on the roster. Bradley Beal.
That's the point. The point is you don't know.
I'm not saying. I'm saying like I don't know who's on the team because I ain't kept up with it. But I'm saying they got a bunch of superstars on the team. They just playing like ass right now. Draymond Green, whether you like him or not, is a
Draymond
superstar.
Green's not a superstar.
Draymond Green is a defensive player of the year, 3-time champion.
That don't mean he's a superstar.
He is
Draymond,
a superstar.
a 4-time All-Star. That is a superstar.
You cannot take Draymond Green off the team and build a team around Draymond Green. He's not a superstar.
But he's a great asset to your team.
A great asset.
Role players.
Superstar. A role player and a superstar are 2 different things.
You need role players. He's great at being a role player. He's great because he can come down as the point. He gets rebounds. He passed the ball.
That's like Dennis Rodman. That's a great role player, but you ain't gonna build a team around Dennis.
So Dennis ain't a superstar?
Dennis is, and Draymond is not Dennis.
Bro, anyways, you got Jason Tatum, superstar. Donovan Mitchell, superstar. You got
I don't think
Harrison Barnes. Let me see. Yeah, that's about 6 right there. They got it's a bang of people, and then right after that, you got all stars. They first and foremost, they team still loaded to the point. Team is still loaded to the point to where they should not be losing all these damn games. Let's see, Zach Levine, not really a superstar. He an all star though. But yes, bro, it's ridiculous. So once they started losing, I mean, I didn't really give a fuck. But I'm just not really not interested. And then Sha'Carri Richard got off. Let me see, go to the whole roster right here. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, superstar. Kevin Durant, superstar. Draymond Green, I'm gonna call him a superstar. Zach LaVine, no. Damian Lillard, superstar. Chris Middleton, no. Jason Tatum, superstar. And then everybody else is all stars or more. Jeremy Grant, all-star for the Pistons. Drew Holiday, all-star, just won the title. Zach LaVine, all-star. JaVale McGee, okay. So anyway, but Chris Middleton, all-star. So, I mean, all this in general should not be getting blown the fuck out.
But my point is, normally when people go to the Olympics, it's the best of the best in the league. It's all the best. You got the Birds and Jordans and Magics. You got the best players in the league. Like right now, it's like the best players like, I don't really want to go to the Olympics. I'm good. So you got people that just would have never ever been to the Olympics.
I think it's more so injury still because this was a weird year in basketball because everybody got injured.
Like I said, that was trash. And then, like I said, I was already disinterested when Sha'Carri wasn't in. Did y'all see that shit where Marie Rapinoe got that endorsement for CDB? With her and Sue Bird or whatever. And I was like, how y'all do all this shit for Sha'Carri Richardson smoking weed, but because it's CDB, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
There's a big difference. Yeah, I know. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, I think it's got to do with pigmentation more than it's got to do with anything else.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't know. What event you got looking up for still then, Najee?
I mean, I watch the swimming, so I've been watching the swimming. The volleyball is always a beast. I feel like everybody waiting on track. You know what I'm saying? Track and field is what everybody's really waiting on, man. Like, but I watch the whole Olympics. I enjoy the Olympics, so I'll be watching all of the sports. I like the gymnastics. I watch the gymnastics. But like I said, the women's been killing. Like I've been watching the Olympics like crazy. I was at work watching the Olympics today, and they've been killing. The women is what's all these goals we getting is coming from women.
It's always going. I mean, I do know the women's basketball team is balling right now.
Yeah,
what's good, Drew?
The 3-on-3 team, I think they won too.
The 3-on-3. Yeah. Also, I didn't know that they just added, which was pretty cool, was the skateboarding.
Yeah. But it's crazy because skateboarding we did bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't win, and we got the best 2 skateboarders in the world, and both of them they just could not land anything. Like they could not land.
That's one of those sports that's just worldwidely everywhere. Like it's not a country that just dominates in that. Like skateboarding, everybody is great at it.
I just thought that was pretty cool. I didn't even know they added that as an event, but I did want to shift it to the controversy with the NFL and the vaccine and stuff like that. And I just wanted to get y'all stance on, are you siding with the owners and the NFL saying the whole, if you don't get vaccinated and your team happens to catch it, you'll forfeit games? Or are you kind of with the players with the whole, they forcing us to get vaccinated and we don't really feel like that's a proper way to go about it? Wanted to know your opinion on that.
I definitely stand behind the players. Just like the flu shot, everybody's not ordered, unless you're in the military, to take the flu shot. Like you don't have to if you don't need to, or you feel like you don't want to. So I'm definitely behind the players on that one. That's ridiculous.
What'd you say, Najee?
I'm with the players too. Like I don't really like that they kind of forcing everybody because like if I don't want to take it and it's not mandatory, how are y'all forcing us to take it? You know what I'm saying? Because coaches and players, everybody, they don't want to take it. So you're gonna take my money away, but you know what I'm saying? Like why not just do precaution? We got the money to do precaution. We ain't got to be around nobody to be out and all that, but I don't feel like you should force somebody to take something they don't want to take.
I'm siding with the owners on this one. So I just feel that like ain't nobody forcing you to play. So I just feel like if you gonna come on for this one, just know it's like basically if you go to somebody's baby shower, right? but you want to drink. Ain't nobody forcing you to go to the baby shower, but if you decide to come to the baby shower, you can't come up to that bitch lit. So I feel like it's the same with the NFL. I mean, ain't nobody forcing y'all to sit there and play. You know what I'm saying? But they are saying if you want to come here, these are the regulations and stuff. And if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. We respect that. We get that. But we're not about to sit here and you about to come in here and then slow down the process because we gotta forfeit a game and stuff like that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like if you agree to not get it, then sit out. And but if you do know that you coming, but also, I mean, they do give you it is very strict for people who don't get the vaccines, but they gave them last year off when they could opt out. And then how much longer is this going to go? Cause I mean, you see the numbers and stuff are starting to rise again, they might get to the point now where they shut down the stadiums again.
I feel as though even people who get the vaccine are still at risk of getting the virus. So say players do get the vaccine and still get the virus, are they still at fault? Because it can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the virus and you already got the vaccine, I mean, you did what they asked you to do as far as protocol. So I mean, you can't really get upset. But if you don't get the virus, but for those people that did catch it after getting the virus, I mean, they still went ahead with the protocol. Nobody forced them to do it too.
But is that still a forfeit as for a team if a player still has the vaccine? And
I'm wondering how they gonna do with that. You know what I'm saying, for that whole instance where somebody called it, because I can't remember. Some NFL team and staff got it, and 2 of the people were already vaccinated. So I'm kind of wondering how people gonna do with that shit in general when it comes to the whole vaccination and things like that. To where if somebody does get vaccinated and they catch it, what are going to be your protocols for that?
It should be like the basketball. It should be like the NBA season. How it was. If you catch it, you got to sit out some game. You as a player have to sit out.
Like Chris Paul did?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, because right now they got the Delta variant. The Delta variant is going around right now. It don't matter if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated. People are still catching it. Like 2 weeks ago, where I work at, it was 10 cases of people that caught COVID, and 8 of them cases were people that was vaccinated. So that's what I'm saying. So you forcing me to do something that's not really, you know what I'm saying? You can't say that it's stopping and it's helping, because I mean, it's a whole different variant. It's a virus. Mm-hmm. So it don't matter. You vaccinating people with something that doesn't have the virus in it. So all you doing is giving them a vaccine that's boosting their immune system. So
call it what it is. They experiment. That's all they're doing. Call it what it is.
So it's you can't really you can't really be like, oh well, that's the vaccine and this is going.
But again, like I said, nobody's forcing you to take it.
I mean, they kind of are forcing you. If I'm gonna take your money away, you didn't come in the NFL and sign a contract that say you're gonna have to get a vaccine. You didn't come. That's not a part of your contract. That's just a rule that they just made right now. So They kind of are. They're forcing your hand, because if I say I'm not gonna pay you unless you get this done, I am forcing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm forcing you to do something that you wouldn't do otherwise. So that is kind of forcing somebody to do something.
I personally don't think it is forcing you. I mean, you know what's at stake, you know what you need to do, and they respect your decision, but they can't wait on everybody to make up their mind. So I just don't think it is I don't think it's on them. Have y'all seen Raising Kanan yet?
Of course.
Man, I fell asleep finishing the end of season 2, but episode 2. But that shit is good. I will give 50 this. This nigga can make a show, boy. I promise you that. Josh, you don't watch either one, huh?
What? Watch which one?
Power or
I watched Power, but I didn't watch Raising Kanan.
That shit's so good. When I say the cast he got what's his name from Snowfall? The dude that they killed off.
Oh, at the beginning, he died in season 1.
Season 2, I can't remember his name. It was Franklin's best friend. It was a dude he shot. His name is Malcolm,
the oldest brother.
Yeah, but no, it's not his oldest brother.
No, Lulu. I'm thinking about Lulu.
Yeah, no, it was his best friend. I can't think of his name on there, but Kevin. He killed Kevin on season 2 of Snowfall. Mm-hmm. But Raising Kanan, just 50 can't miss when it comes to these shows. Tyreek was kind of a bitch to me on Power Book 2, but at the end of season 1, I caught myself like fucking with with Tyreek more and more just because of everything else. But like as far as like the whole like story plot, like 50 can tell a story. Like even this one, you like he said at the beginning, like even this one is like you watching it and you seeing him do stuff and you know he's gonna die, but I feel like you gonna fall in love with the character Kanan and
Somebody
stuff
just
like
said
that.
he's making a different version
of Get Rich or Die Trying. I feel like that's what it is. He got the perfect formula. Like with Get Rich or Die Trying, with Power, just the first series. Once you have that formula, all you have to do is just keep mixing in and adding bigger things to it. Like it's perfect. It's the same.
I did
thing,
wonder.
But I like it.
I did wonder what he was gonna do when with the whole like all these books and chapters. I feel like he was doing the most, but I wonder what he gonna do with the Tommy series. But did y'all notice that Truth Nightclub was that club they was fucking with that white girl in?
Yeah, I did. I peeped.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, that building looked familiar. But yeah, I fuck with Kanan. I think Kanan dope as fuck. I can't wait till it comes back on. I'm still waiting to see like how it develops and stuff like that. But I'm waiting for Ghost and them to come on with him and Tommy, like come on. And like I hope they're gonna put who is Sean's mom. I did want y'all opinion on, I wanted to know, do y'all feel like this should be a felony? So do y'all remember that thing that happened in the Victoria's Secrets with the white woman where the black woman recorded her and then the white woman just started falling all out and screaming and all this, like she's recording me and all that? Did y'all see it?
I did.
No. Josh, you be under a rock. So like, but
look at these notes, bro.
Yeah, they've been here for a minute. But yeah, so basically for the people who don't know on the show and not on the show, this woman was basically in Victoria's Secrets and she saw this black woman her was shopping or something like that, and then she tried to attack the black woman. And then as soon as she see her recording on film, she start crying, screaming, talking about help me, she recording. And then the security officer came in and basically asked the woman, or they were trying to ask the woman to record, and Laze, it's another cry wolf thing. And I was just wondering y'all opinion. Do y'all feel like Karening, which I call it is when you pull a Karen move, do y'all feel like that should be like a felony? Because I feel like that type of behavior towards black people leads to death, what we've seen it so many times. I mean, people saying, oh, this person raped me, Emmett Till whistling, talking about he whistled at a white woman, she come through 70 years later, talking about it wasn't true. And you just see these acts of when white women can put on this face of tears and all this type of extra shit, and then all of a sudden it immediately is gone. Do y'all feel like, in y'all opinion, what's y'all take on it first? And I'll start with Brendon, and then which do you feel like it should be a felony or should be put in motion as a hate crime?
I think
so Brendon, I'll let you go first.
I definitely think it should be put in motion as a hate crime. A felony, I don't know if you should, ruin somebody's basically life, because felonies are hard to get rid of when it comes to jobs and a lot of other things. But it definitely should be some type of hate crime, because there should be some punishment behind that, because the outcome the situation that you would put in, your decision to bring upon that outcome to falsify information got someone else in trouble. So I feel like you should as well be punished for that. Simple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it should be a hate crime, because I just feel like people gonna hate and lie all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna say whatever they're gonna say, but I feel like the police got to kind of look a little more in depth to realize, what I'm saying, they can't just go in and be like, oh, this person's telling the truth, that's taking them to jail. Like, no, I mean, you can't really do that. So, I mean, I just feel like it just makes the police job a lot harder. But at the same time, it's always one particular type of people that's doing this. So that should be something like, if somebody come and they prove that something's wrong, then I believe they should get a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you lying about this? Then you should get a ticket.
Giving out citations on hate crimes?
I just think, like I said, I feel like it's just so detrimental, and it's just so deadly that, immediately tears come on. And if you watch the video, like, it was kind of crazy, because watching the video, you just see her kind of like just do it so immediate, and it comes on. Actually, Josh, you on TikTok, so you should know. It's this one challenge on TikTok where like white women just cry for like a second and then immediately smile. Did you see that one that was up?
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
so yeah, it's just basically how easy can you like fake a tear and all that. And I'm like, bro, this is exactly what people are talking about when they say like, oh man, X, Y, and Z is happening, or it's just bullshit. Like I said, and I feel like it's very, very dangerous. So I just don't know what we could do, like, you know, to like get that shit stopped or get more focused attention on it, because I feel like we capture those moments all the time. And I just feel that it's just I feel like it's not getting it's not getting the attention that it needs to be. And I feel like it's gonna lead to, like, it leads to too many deaths already. And I feel that it's just trash. I just thought that was really, I think that's really fucked up. I just feel like I don't really know how much more to go into it. I just feel that we keep doing all this other stuff for everybody and their mama. We out here signing all these bills and everything like that, yet we still putting up and recording the same thing. And then actually, did y'all see that video of the police throwing the bag into the person's car?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is
I seen
ridiculous.
the other police officer with the lady that they kicked her in the face while she was on the ground in Atlanta.
I saw that one. I saw the video. I didn't see like the I saw the headline, but I didn't see the video. I saw one thing that was funny. Me and Banks were talking about like the uproar that the baby getting for his comments on Rolling Loud about the whole, if you got HIV or if you ain't in the parking lot sucking somebody peen. And it was one thing me and him were just saying offline. We were just like, it seemed like we just jumped to, and everybody attributed it to the LGBTQ community. And you know, the short answer, I didn't really get what the whole purpose of like how those attribute to the LGBT community, but he came and explained it. But anyways, further to that, we jump on the instances like this where we'll tear down each other, and then like we protested last year when everybody didn't have to go to work, but like we just kind of like do the whole it's same old type thing, but then we'll go to cancel out each other. And I just feel like, you know, after a while, like we got to put that same energy that we put into, which we have been putting in. So I'm not gonna say that we aren't. We been getting motherfuckers fired for doing racist shit. We getting people put in jail for doing extra shit. We are, but I feel like every time that we get into a blow that we can go at with ourselves, I feel like we need to put that energy into like something else. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, every time. You feel me? Yeah. So I feel like that's like an ongoing issue that we always seem to run into. Is like every chance we get to be like, nah, fuck you too. Like, you know, and then we killing ourselves. And then like these niggas getting off the hook like, who they did it for us. And so I feel like, you know, that's kind of like, that's one of those things that's like really, really fucking annoying that we put so much emphasis in that. So, So I got a question for y'all. Who has the more memorable quotables? All right. We got Martin and we got Fresh Prince.
Martin. No, it's Martin.
Yeah, I say Martin.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely Martin. The character, all the characters that portray every character that Martin
because
played,
every character got something different.
Every character has something different, and we know.
You got even that. You got Bruh Man. You got Martin, you got, you know what I'm saying, the little kid, you got everybody. Yeah, so that's
what job Tommy got. Come on, it's
from the Himalayas, you know what I'm saying? You got so much stuff to say.
Too much.
Fresh Prince is just an amazing show, but yeah, I can't think of no really like quotable, like where he just got all these quotes in Fresh Prince.
Yeah, other than the jokes and stuff like that. But okay, so if we got a versus, right? You got Fresh Prince or Martin, which one the better show?
It depends on you. It depends on you.
I'm asking you, nigga.
I think that, you know what I'm saying, what's in your life? I don't know, because I love Fresh Prince. That's just the age. But when I got older, I understood Martin more because you understand the adult jokes and shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Depending on where I'm at in my life.
Depending on where you at in your life. Man, nigga, no, don't give me the politically correct answer. Which one better, Martin?
I'm being for real. Like I can't give you that.
I got Martin.
Martin is a better show than
I related to it more too because, you know, I ain't got no rich snobby cousin named Carlton who be dancing.
Ain't nobody a lawyer.
I ain't got no lawyer.
I don't know, bro.
Which one? You don't be safe. Which one you gonna pick? Which one is the better show?
I don't know, bro. I can't pick.
Man, come on, no, I know I can't pick now. With the stripper pole in the back, which one is the best show?
Give me one memorable line from Fresh Prince besides that one about his dad saying he don't love me no more. Give me one memorable line.
Exactly.
Pam, get to stepping. It's Martin.
Okay,
Come on.
then.
It's definitely Martin.
I know you ain't over here typing in Fresh Print quotables.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Like I said, come on now. You're holding it up.
He can't give us one.
Exactly.
I mean, give you a quotable line. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with
give you
that.
a quote.
Like
give you a quotable.
I like different shows. Like I like it's like I said, it's the same for me. It's my age. What age I was at when I was younger. Martin was cool, but I watched Fresh Prince more. When I got older, I understood Martin more. That's like the Chappelle Show. When I got older, the Chappelle Show was funnier. When I got older, I understood it more. So I mean, I can't say that one. It's my where I was at in my life.
Nah, it's like
because at that time.
It's like somebody asking you what's your favorite movie, and if you have you know your favorite movie, you know lines from your favorite movie.
Yeah,
you know lines from your favorite movie.
I don't know, because like I said, it's a lot of shows I watched at that time, like with the Martin and stuff. But it just depends on what I want to watch. I can't say. I don't think I would say Martin is just better than Fresh Prince. I don't think I would say that.
I'm going Martin is better than Fresh Prince. I don't. It's you got the BDB scene, all them jokes. You got the Nino Jackson episode. You got the one when they was like,
Martin
man,
funny,
that ain't no damn puppy. When they was out there fighting that big ass rat in that Times piece. Like, bro, Martin is 10. It ain't like no shoots and ladders, but that shit is.
And then you got the emotional episodes like when him marrying Gina or asking Gina to marry him, and you know the relationship stuff that Martin and Gina went through. Like, yeah, that show. Well, you felt that it was a lot. It was funny. It was jokes. But
will you marry me, Gina? Damn.
Splat.
Come on now. I just feel like you gotta put more justice on your shit, bro. You can't just be hoeing Martin like that. For y'all, do y'all think marriage is realistic in today's times, or do you just feel like it's more easier just to be like on one of them forever couples?
Look, somebody just wrote me and just said that you can't really compare those two shows because they
yes you can
type of show. That's why I don't feel that way neither.
Yes, you can.
They're
both comedic sitcoms.
They're both comedic sitcoms. They not like they both follow.
They're not the same kind of show though.
Yes, they are. They comedies. Like, they got a cast with them. They do extra shit. They play characters.
But one was like I said, one was like a college and one was like an adult.
First off, he wasn't in college the whole time. Second off, he did like 3 episodes. It's 5 episodes total of him actually in class.
In school, yeah.
I mean, he got the basketball scenes. They in school.
That's one episode. That's one.
Martin had a basketball episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like I said, Martin is adult, bro.
We can literally put both.
Will Smith was a grown ass adult.
And I mean, because if I would have compared, yeah, he was an adult. If I would have compared Martin, I would have been like the Jamie Foxx show or something like that. That was they both like super at the same place, but nah.
Yeah, those two shows were exactly alike, but nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would put those together.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Martin are still
because Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it had more like family related things. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin was just it was funny. It was humorous, but you
had
know,
his mama in there. It had Gina
Fresh Prince was more like Fresh Prince was more like, you know what I'm saying, like those kind of shows that was like family wise. You know, like the Cosby Show and stuff like that. Like it was cool, but they barely cussed in Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? So.
They did not. They cussed all the damn time in Fresh Prince.
They said hell. They said damn.
No, they didn't.
They said damn. They said they cussed all the time.
They said damn. They said hell. That was it.
They did cuss all the time. They could. Yes, they did cuss all the time.
Vivid. The only word I would tell people to get the hell out of my house. He definitely said stuff like that.
Damn. They say damn. They cuss all the time. What are you talking about?
No, they didn't.
Oh shit, wrong. Yes, bruh. Go back and watch it. You just don't want to come off of it. They cussed. Fresh Prince was not a family show. Like it was like a middle. Like it was not for like it wasn't like the Cosby shows or a fucking different world. Like Fresh Prince, they remember they was getting a massage at a sex ring. Remember they was going to jail. he was taking pills. Like, come on now.
Somebody
Like,
was drinking and driving. Don't forget that.
They got beat up at the casino. Like, come on.
Remember Carlton had that gun? Carlton had that gun at the hospital when Will got shot? Come on.
Remember that? You owe me. I saved your life. You owe me.
Like I said, I would compare it more to a family show, bro. I ain't gonna compare it to Martin.
I feel like Harris, we know more lines to the Fresh Prince than he know more lines.
Exactly. He ain't came up with one. We asked him what's his memorable line other than
I ain't giving no lines. What does that got to do with
You should know them all. You should know them all. I can do both lines.
When the last time? First of all, when the last time I watched Fresh Prince? A long time ago. Yes, Fresh Prince got the most memorable theme song. Everybody knows the theme song. That come on,
everybody knows the theme song.
Come on.
Everybody know Martin theme song more than Fresh Prince theme song. Don't you say
everybody?
That.
I'm saying everybody knows both.
Don't say that.
I'm not gonna say that.
First off, Martin. They should know the Martin theme song because he just say Martin. So I mean, you so crazy, but that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy, you are really. But answer the. Did we answer that? Because I don't feel like we just did not answer the whole. Do you want to be married in today's time, or is it easier to forever date?
I feel like it's situational.
How do we jump? How do we jump over? Because
somebody comment. The comment. Somebody
comment.
Like
how do we get back to this?
But I feel like the marriage thing is definitely situational. The marriage thing is definitely situational. Some people need that to deal with whatever relationship issue they got, and other people use it as a social status. Like, that's literally it, man. For real, there's no power behind that ring. Not in these days.
What'd you say, Najee?
I'll wait. I answer after you answer. I don't know.
Why are you waiting for me?
Because
realistically, I don't think it suits today's time. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think the structure of it for what it stood for when it came out. I don't think. Hold on, let me sneeze.
So you just saying marriage in general. You don't think that it fits.
I don't think so. It's more of a social status.
Yeah, I don't think it fits for today's time. I don't think people's lifestyles are the same to where, people are valuing marriage for what it's supposed to be. I mean, you got a husband, you got a wife. The husband goes out there and is a hunter-gatherer. The wife is the one who prepares the food that was gathered and so on. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have a voice. The structure of it isn't what it needs to be. Versus and on top of that, like the values of it isn't what it used to be anyway, because people are getting divorced at a very high rate. So
that first 3 years,
people stay in relationships way longer than they need to versus a marriage. They'll get out of marriage ASAP. So I just feel like, what people put more emphasis in now are relationships. So I just feel like today, I feel like it's more important to be in a relationship than it is to be married.
I feel like people nowadays are quick to say I love you instead of really reaching down deep inside and being like, do I even like this person?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just this day and age. I think a lot of kind of factors, like you said, people kind of rush into this, and people don't really expect. Because I see it all the time, military. So I'm gonna think like military. People get married for the wrong reasons, or they don't really know this person. You got people that get married, they ain't never lived with this person, so it's like you live with a whole stranger and be like, oh man, like I am stuck with this person forever, but. I think it's just more of it's a ceremony, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's supposed to mean forever, but people don't value it as that much. You know what I'm saying? People don't, and people not gonna work that hard for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you see those people that been married for 50 years, and you be like, damn, that's amazing. How did they do that? But you gotta think about all the stuff they actually went through, and they, you know what I'm saying, worked and communicated with each other with. I feel like now people just don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't be communicating the same way.
I just think that what most people care about marriage is like the actual like ceremony, and then after that, I don't think people really put a lot of like real thought into like what marriage actually is. You feel what I'm saying? Like I think that people don't realize that marriage is a relationship with a little bit more commitment, and that more commitment is legal commitment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's complete. At that point, it should be complete commitment. At that point.
I mean, you can be, but that doesn't stop somebody from cheating. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not like you are in a bind or something like that. But I think it's the same. It's the same as you're in the same relationship that you said before I do, after you say I do. You feel what I'm saying? I think that what keeps you more intertwined now, this gonna sound weird, you know what I'm saying? So excuse me, but I think what keep people more committed is a baby than actual marriage, because you really can't go nowhere if you got a kid.
And and you know what, I
That
think
ain't
that
true.
sucks. I think that sucks because I hear a lot, especially for women. I hear a lot of women say, "Well, I'm just trying to, keep my household happy, or I'm just trying to raise my, I want my kid to be raised with two black parents, or be raised with two parents and stuff like that." But in actuality, they are miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to be with the person that's miserable. So it's still gonna be a toxic situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna be a good situation just because y'all got two people that's living in the same household, but y'all hate each other. So then this kid gonna see that when they grow up. So I mean, like I said, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have a kid, that don't just mean like, oh shoot, we gotta get married, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. But you know what I'm saying, I just, like you said, I feel like a lot of people don't value it the same way that they should. Because I think a lot of people value it as, well, it's just, that's still my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But it should be more than that at that point in time.
So which one do you feel then? You feel like it's more important now just to stay in a relationship and get married?
I do. I definitely feel like it is.
I don't think so.
That
I don't
relationship
think
could
it's
be
more
for the
important.
kids. Yeah, because that relationship don't have to be together, honestly and truly. That relationship just could be between you and that person mentally. For real, for real. Like, your
I mean, I think
relationship with somebody don't mean that just because you have a good relationship with somebody does not mean that they are the one that you need to marry at all. Because
no, that's definitely true.
she could snore in her sleep, man. I can't deal with that.
That's
Just
a
being
no. That's a
real.
no for you. That's it right
Just
there.
being real. Just being real.
Yeah, that's
If you
crazy.
wake me up out of my sleep, I'm sorry. Can't do this no more longer.
I can sleep through anything. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you got to have a happy relationship first, and then decide. Like I think it definitely take time. I don't think it take like 10, 15 years, because some people, you might get around somebody be like, you know what, this is who I want to deal with all the time. But there's some people, what I'm saying, it's more of a growing, it's more of a, like y'all getting to really know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I always feel like it's some things that somebody gonna be doing. You're not gonna like everything that they do. You know what I'm saying? But you got to decide, is this something that we can work on, or is this a absolute no for me? Like smoking. Somebody smokes cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So I would be cool with you and stuff, but if it came down to where you just like, I don't care, I want to keep smoking cigarettes, that's a no for me. Like I think that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, so a female smoking cigarettes, that's just a no for me. But like you got to decide what's going to be, the right for you and right. Because if you're in a relationship, I can just be like, I'm good. So I'm going to move around, cool. But marriage, that's kind of like you said, you got legal behind it. You got a whole lot of stuff back there that's backing it.
It's a show. My bad.
Go ahead.
It's a show that me and my family, my household is watching, called Put a Ring on it. It's definitely dealing with this. People been in relationships for however long they've been in relationships, and one half of the party wants to get married, and the other half don't think that they're ready for it. And perfect situation, say you've been with this person for however many years, and they get in a situation where they have to interact with somebody of the opposite sex, and they actually find out finding themselves that they like that person. Like marriage, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's situational, but I don't think that the status of it is what it used to be. It definitely ain't what it used to be.
I just feel like it seemed like I said, y'all be engaged. I mean, y'all be what you call it for like 4 to 5 years, 10, 20 years, y'all in a relationship. And then the moment that y'all get married or something like that, y'all only in a relationship y'all only in a marriage for like 2, 3 years. And I'll be feeling like that shit is wild to me, that y'all just get in a relationship. I'm sorry, y'all been together for 22 years and y'all only married for a year and a half. Like I be seeing that shit all the time, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like also it's so easy to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's hard to put that respect on there if it's such an easy outing, And then that's why I said I feel like a kid is a better stance of commitment, because you can't just walk out. That kid don't go away. And I feel like
Shit,
that's what the thing.
that ain't true. People walk out kids like it's all the time.
People walk out
that's
of
true.
kids' life, but I'm saying, like, as in, like, you just, the kid is always going to be there. Like, you'll always be that kid's father. You could walk out the kid's life and
You
somewhat,
still that kid's father.
but you're still
Yeah.
that kid's father, you know?
I feel like
I can understand what you're saying with that. I understand.
I feel like if the divorce process was like the marriage process, where you had to go in front of both parties' families and explain why you was getting divorced, I feel like people wouldn't get divorced as much.
But I mean, you know, a lot of situations too. You got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us don't really go to counseling like that. Like, we have issues, it's just kind of like, oh, we're gonna deal with it. Or I'm gonna ask my homeboy what he think. And you know, I feel like a lot of it be communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, communication with us is like bad. You know what I'm saying? Man ain't communicating right. They don't want to talk about what's going on. And then women sometimes, right when you get married, it's like they totally change. That's like when you talking to somebody for a long time and then all of a sudden now y'all together and then shit totally different person. You be like, who is this person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you been holding this, you know, Dr. Jackal this whole time, waiting on us to get together. So I feel like, I don't know, y'all just gotta talk.
Oh no, man. I feel like that whole going to therapy shit is an excuse. Like, I feel like niggas just be, I feel like we in this day and age where everybody see therapy or hear, go talk to a nigga or go do this. And to me, I feel like, yeah, it helps some people if you, it helps if you, like, are really, really battled by something and you need some help unlocking something within yourself. But I feel like niggas just go to therapy with answers they could have figured out themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go to therapy?
What I mean with the therapy situation is that I feel like sometimes you need a mediator, bro. Like, you need somebody, because you, like, maybe someone else can pitch the way you feel a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be saying the same thing. That's just like when you tell your girl, this happens to us all the time. You tell your girl something and you be like, man, you should do this, blah, blah, blah. She be like, I don't know. And then 2 days later, she come back and be like, man, my homegirl just told me to do this and I think I'm gonna start doing it. You be like, bro, I just told you that 2 days ago. And they like, no, but she said this, blah, blah. So sometimes you need a mediator that's going to bring y'all together so y'all understand each other. Because you might be like, man, I know I'm not tripping. It's not me. It's not me. And you hear from somebody else and be like, okay, maybe I am kind of tripping. And the
mediator could cause problems too.
The mediator can cause problems too. The mediator definitely cause problems.
Yeah, let's ask Torn, since you just came in. We asked, do you
lagging.
feel? Oh, well, I ain't got no control over that. But we asked, do you feel like it makes sense more now and today to be in a long-term relationship or to get married? And I basically said I don't think that it does, because, you know, people don't value it the way that it does. It was in the past. The structure is no longer the same, as far as the man is a hunter-gatherer, the woman is one who just stays at home. A lot of roles are equal now. And I just feel like the emphasis on long till death do us part stays more in a relationship than it does in marriage now. So, you know, your opinion, I know you're married, so your opinion on what do you feel about it?
All right, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh man, that's a good question. But like you said, man, I'm married, so I might be biased. But I think the marriage, man, and don't get me wrong, like, we all know the relationship stuff. You know, everybody's different. Everybody got their own vibe and how they do things. And when it comes to long term versus married, it's basically the same thing, right? So however you get along with that person, if y'all don't get along in long-term relationship, you're not gonna get along married. Go get along in a long-term relationship, chances are you can get along married. But I say marriage because the business side of it, you know, like, I mean, it's unfortunate, but in all seriousness, man, you know, at some point in time, somebody's gonna pass away, right? You know, and typically speaking, women live longer than men, right? So that's where I see it. It just makes sense because, like, let's say, you know, like right now, you know, I wouldn't want it to happen, but if I left, I would want to make sure, like, everything, all my assets, everything I worked, everything I'm building for, I want to make sure that goes to my partner. So from that standpoint, I think it makes sense. Also, just like put in that type of commitment, that marriage commitment, I know it don't always work out, but it definitely like kind of heightens your awareness of like the seriousness of the relationship. So I would say in our day and age, man, it makes more sense to get married because, everybody's got some type of hustle, everybody's doing something, and legally it's just way easier to protect your assets than when, versus like, what is the story? I'm sure y'all seen it, like a DMX, his girl who was with him for like 8 years or something.
DMX died and she not getting nothing.
Yeah, because it wasn't on paper, man.
I get those points as far as like the whole benefits and stuff like that. I don't even think like females really like respect it no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like they say it's goals and stuff like that. But look how y'all seen Issa just got married, right? And look how everybody just like blew up and all that because she kept that shit private, or you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody's more fascinated with the spectacle and the picture and the IG likes than they are when it comes into a relationship. And you know what I'm saying? And then y'all seen it all. Somebody go on IG and they'll be like, you don't see a picture of whoever they significant other is for a long time, and then they pop back up like, dang, y'all still going strong, y'all still doing that, because that person done stepped out of the limelight and they just work off the scenes. But everybody's so worried about what the public thinks nowadays that they do everything for goals, or they see some shit like, I don't know if y'all on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter all the time. And like, let's just say a nigga open the door and they be like goals, or everything is based off of everybody's interpretation on what they think is good or bad. And I just don't think that people care about the standards and traditions that, like I said, what marriage was. It's not the same as it was back in the day, like when, like I said, the hunter gatherer and everything like that. It's just like I said, it's a fractured system. And I feel like dating has more benefits now than it does. And I think that what you said earlier about DMX, that is true. But I think that going forward, I think there'll be more legislations for where the beneficiary can be long-term girlfriends. I did say, Torrin, that I do think that the easiest commitment nowadays is a kid, because you ain't got no choice but to go through beginning to end with that one than you do with a relationship. But we did want to ask you before you came on, who's got more quotables, Martin or Fresh Prince?
Bro, this is an easy one, bro. This is Martin, man, by a long shot.
Which one was a better show?
Martin.
Thank you. And answer this last one. Answer this one. Can you look at them as the same type of show, or do you have to look at Martin as a different, and the Fresh Prince is a family show?
That was my caveat. Like Martin was like straight entertainment. If you just want to sit down, laugh, just get some jokes, man, you go with Martin. Now, like, if you're looking for a good life lesson, some type of moral value or something, Fresh Prince will take it in that arena. But, when I just want to be entertained, like you go to a comedy club, you're not really trying to learn how to be a better man, like you just want to laugh, So in terms of entertainment, Martin takes it any day, but that doesn't take away from the role Fresh Prince played, but it's not the same.
Would you compare it to like that of A Different World, if you had to compare it to something, or is A Different World in a different spectrum of Fresh Prince? Because A Different World, I don't know if niggas know, Different World got 1 quotables, 2, Different World is fire. Like you can watch A Different World now. You can watch A Different World now than you couldn't from the other seasons.
You're right. My sister was big into A Different World, maybe because she was a little older, she understood it better. But yeah, I would still take Martin over there. I think A Different World for me kind of lean more into the Fresh Prince camp. But it was still a good show though.
Do you feel that both of them hold up in today's time?
What, Fresh Prince and yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, they both got that longevity. I think Fresh Prince got more notoriety just because like the content, like we said, man, it had like some type of life lesson. While Martin, it was just jokes.
So Martin or Jamie Foxx show?
Martin.
Oh, okay, just you know, just had to get that out there. So I know which caller said his laptop, his phone or something died. So we'll start with the last topic we got before we bounce. Thank you, Torn, for coming here and putting a little sense in all this. But I wanted to know y'all opinion. I feel like, to me, I think that I've been having this issue where I think that like people will go do these extreme things and then they'll go ahead and blame it on mental health. And I feel like, do y'all feel like mental health and the target of what you can do? And I'm talking specifically about Richard Sherman's incident, to where, it do seem like he had a mental health issue, but then you got the reciprocal or the opposite with the guy from I think it was the Seahawks that had that black girlfriend and he beat the hell out of her. You know what I'm saying? Or people do something crazy and they try to blame it on mental health. Do y'all feel like because now it's so easy to use mental health, it's starting to become a scapegoat for, like, do you feel like all these people are having mental health issues, or do you feel like people would take it less on you if you use mental health now because therapy is such in the forefront, and now people feel like go talk to somebody, do this, go do that? It's the same with, like, Najee was saying earlier, we feel like we need to have a mediation, and I feel like, look, not at the end of the day, like, you could go talk to somebody. This is just for that part. He said, at the end of the day, you can go talk to somebody, but if y'all motherfuckers don't want to change, you could go talk to Jesus himself. If y'all niggas ain't gonna change, it ain't gonna do nothing. So I feel like it's the same with therapy. Like, and I feel like to me, I think the next generation is gonna be extremely soft because they experience so much that has to be handheld or fixed by a quote unquote mental health person, when at the end of the day you're just gonna have to experience life sometime, and you're gonna have to fuck up. We all had to fuck up in order to figure out that we're fucked up. But now it's like, I'm gonna go see this. Do y'all feel like that? And I'll let T, since you came in last, I'll let you go first. Do you feel like that's becoming a scapegoat now for people to just do like irresponsible things and be like, mentally health? You know what I'm saying? So how you feel?
Yeah, man, for sure. I think it's definitely become a scapegoat. It's definitely become a crutch. But it's also both, right? Like, it is good that we have more mental health awareness, and some of these problems that we used to brush under the rug is being addressed properly. But it's for sure a scapegoat, man. And it just seemed like, if someone is like you say, like the whole situation, if you did something wrong and everybody's kind of like cool with the whole mental health thing, or it's an easy route to go. I think a lot of people are taking advantage of it, but I don't want that to diminish the people who like got serious problems for real. But with that being said, man, like, because you got mental health issues, that don't give you a reason to be a jerk, just do whatever and think it's gonna fly. I don't think that's right. And I think we have been seeing a lot more of that, where people are just like, well, man, mental health, or man, I'm just depressed, man. That's why I smacked you. Like, that's not cool, man. Like, you don't get to be stupid just because you got some stuff you need to work on. Yeah, that's my take on it.
I beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? That mental health slipped on me and I shot you. So, B, what's your take on it?
It's definitely a scapegoat. If you talk to somebody. You ain't got to tell everybody that you're talking to somebody. That's basically what it is. People basically using that to make whatever the situation is seem as though it was out of their hands. That's basically all it is. Like, again, it's simple. If you got mental problems and you have mental problems or stuff like that, then you need to talk to somebody. You don't have to let the public know that you're talking to somebody. But it's definitely being used as a scapegoat.
I think that, like, I just think that I feel like we do that with everything. Like, I feel like when motherfuckers finally cared about Black Lives Matter, and when they finally like decided to do something, except make the laws, like they was, Nancy Pelosi wearing dashikis, taking a kneel outside of Capitol Hall. They singing "Lift Every Voice and Sing" before the All-Star game, and now the NFL. They got George Floyd statues and everything. Like, I feel like whenever we get on the calls, like, motherfuckers just never ease into it and like do like whatever. Like, like even with the Me Too movement, like if you if you sniffed or did anything like that was deemed irresponsible or disrespectful to the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Like you me too'd out, like with the Aziz situation where he was going with it. He apologized, and and she leave. Well, yeah, he did that, but he was automatically labeled as like basically a sex offender. And it's like, or now with attention, like when motherfuckers wanted to go viral, they was licking ice cream in the goddamn supermarket, getting felonies and all this shit, and
Twerking by
it
the
was
milk. Twerking
exactly.
by the milk.
So it's just everything they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just doing the most just to go viral. I think the most recent thing I seen was the whole challenge of walking past people and saying smash or pass or something like that. Like, why the fuck would I sit there and just let somebody, especially if ugly or not, sit there and talk about some smash or pass? And then why would I let you go viral of me to do it? Or TikTok, how motherfuckers do something with their families, call their mama a bitch or something like that, or do something crazy just to go viral and get the shit smacked out of them or something. I just feel like whenever we do something, we always kind of like jump overboard. Like we don't ever ease into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like with the whole mental health thing, like, I don't know how much y'all listen to Charlemagne, but like every time a nigga be like, yeah, I just got a little headache today. You talking to a therapist? You doing that? Like every time, like you get a chance. And I just feel like we've taken out the ability to figure out problems on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't sit there and do a test. I can't sit there and do a test and go to the teacher and ask her to help me with the answers and shit like that. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to do some research on your own and to figure that out. And I feel like that's a good synonym to go for like life. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody to teach you how to, what else? You have to go through it. There's nobody to tell you how to get evicted unless you don't, there's no eviction coach to sit there and be like, well, you got to do this. No, if you don't pay your fucking bills, they're putting you out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay your light bills, then it's getting cut off. So it's just certain things that you're going to have to go through and do certain things in life. And I'm working that ability for everybody constantly by always putting our hand out and try to avoid what our parents went through. And there's some fucked up things about our parents and everybody before us. But we can say one thing: them niggas knew how to make it. You can't sit there and tell me like the houses and things that we sat there and like lived in. Our parents were working 3 or 4 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 or 4 jobs to get that one house paid for with 5 kids or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they were doing the worst things possible, but they had to go through it. I think there's a point in life when I just feel like this is me personally. And I look at my success the same way. People be like, you got to smell your roses. You got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to do all this stuff, while it's happening. And I feel like I'm gonna work my ass off. And when it's time to rest and stuff like that, then I'm gonna sit back and like smell the fruit of my labor and stuff like that. But while it's still that time, like there's no error for mistake in this point, and there's only trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to go through stuff to make it. We had to do the podcast there was no therapist for podcasts. There are workshops, but I'm saying we didn't have that. We had to go through it. Now what we can do is pass that to somebody else. But even then, everybody's path is not going to be the same. You feel me?
You hit the nail on the head. Like you said, it's definitely just a scapegoat. People got to learn to go through their own troubles. That's a big thing that people seem like they don't know how to do nowadays. Like nobody knows how to do nothing without talking to somebody else or feeling like they need to go to a professional. Or even if you simply ask for help, like you said with Charlemagne, you got a headache, like, oh, you need to go see a therapist. Like people do not know how to live their lives or figure out the situations that they're in. Like I pray for the next generation that comes up because they ain't gonna know how to do nothing. And I really do mean that.
I agree. I just hope that the people who genuinely need that type of help don't get, brushed in with that camp of people who just using it as an excuse, which is a lot of people using it as an excuse now. But like I say, it's like what James says, like, recognizing there's a problem is a good thing, but then it got to a point where it's like everything, and now, we don't just want to completely be like, oh man, y'all need to figure it out again. And then, ignore the people who really got issues. Because there's some people out there that could really, really need to go sit down and talk to somebody or And then again, that's the other part of therapy. This is probably a little bit different, but everybody else talks about going to the therapist, man. Sometimes just like self-reflection or, working out, man, reading, like going for a walk by yourself, all that stuff is forms of therapy. But everybody just always talk about, going and speaking to someone. But that's another story.
Yeah,
too sensitive.
I have to say, man, I think it's a great tool. And it's a tool that was seldomly used or not used as much in our community. And it's great that now we've got this tool. But, there's a point in time for, when you're supposed to use it. And it's just being used for every situation, every little thing. That's it.
B, what you got to say?
It's all been said, man. If you really need the help, use it. That's really how I feel about it. If you really can't go through something, just use the help. But you ain't got to let everybody else know. That's it.
Like I said, what up, Smash? Appreciate you joining us. We about to go, though. So, Najee, you got anything to say before my dog Trice? Let me see. I'm more upset about the presentation of it than the actual issue.
I am. I agree with that 100%. Don't cry for help and blame it on some mental thing that you think you got going on when shit already done hit the fan. Cry for help before you need help. That's the basic way to put it.
Najee, we can ask you then since you just got here. And also we all agreed that Martin was better. But so I just had to say, do you feel like mental illness now is being used for people not really solving issues that they need to learn to for themselves? You feel like it's a crutch now for somebody got something wrong, whether it be anger issues, depression, they just say mental illness, and it absolves them of self discovery? Or do you feel like therapy is needed 100% by everybody?
No, I don't think therapy needed 100% by everybody. I think that the society is kind of pushing therapy on everything, and everything is some kind of illness, and they got this and they got that. But I mean, some people can have real issues and real things. But like you said, but I do feel like a lot of people sometimes they are, they don't want to accept their wrongs and like accept that they doing something. So it's just like, oh, well, I can't take this and I can't take that. So I mean, I don't know. Like, I know everybody deal with stress. We all got stresses, even when it's athletes or school or your wife and kids or whatever. But I don't feel like it's as many mental illnesses as they pushing out it is right now. Even with the kids, like all the kids got some kind of, some kind of illness or, attention. They don't have the right attention and all this. And so I don't know.
Okay, cool. We want to get your opinion before we bounce out on that one. We appreciate, like I said, everybody joining us with us. We'll get it more straight next time. I feel like the only weird thing about going live is like you really can't have your pauses and all that type shit in there, because it just seemed like it's weird, like these niggas ain't organized. But other than that, we appreciate everybody kicking it with us. Let me see. We'll get one more comment. Let me see what my guys, Mr. Solo Dolo, painful humility is something. You know what? Because I know this person, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to discredit it. I'm going to just say when niggas learn some big words, boy, they definitely want to throw them. When we open up our minds and, actually compartmentalize ourselves, and then they become, but yeah, okay, brother.
Now, he basically saying what we already said. Our parents didn't get this crutch that everybody in this society is dealing with. They had to go through it.
Nah. Yeah, everybody got a crutch. They got an excuse.
But one thing you can't say about our parents are survivors. They may not know how to handle their emotions, but they can make it to the next day. And I feel like that's what the next generation is going to lack when we get up out of there.
I'm going to get that on a shirt. We'll get that to my mama.
You don't think so, Torn? You don't think? Go ahead.
Nah, man. Every generation thinks their generation is the worst generation. And it's, we get a little bit better. We got our own problems, but we're gonna be better, man. I think, as a whole, yeah, we got new problems. As a whole, man, we got, we're better off than we were last generation. And the next generation, they got some new stuff, but they'll figure it out.
I feel like we are at that age now, which makes me feel really old when I be like, these young niggas today.
I ain't old. Come on.
Remember any other time you're old soul. But I feel like we at that one point. First off, Najee, you the oldest. But second, I just feel like we're at that age like these young niggas here don't know shit. But like I said, we'll wrap it there. I don't want this to be too long. We appreciate y'all for coming with us. We're going to make sure we have the links and stuff ready next time for everybody so they can sit there and watch with us. For the people that did join and commented on it. Let me see. Hold on. We got one more. Let's see. unfortunately pass down negative
Danielle.
coping
That's
mechanisms.
little Danielle.
Yeah, that's little Danny. Where there's a lack of accountability for self. Spoken like a true, amazing Black queen. We appreciate you coming from there. Let's see. Quit blocking my shit.
Shout out to Danny.
Yeah, shout out to Danny. Quit blocking my shit. Boy, ain't nobody blocking you. Toxic masculinity coming from a toxic man. So we gonna go ahead and go there now. I'm mad all y'all wanna comment as we trying to sign off on here. But this has been another episode of 8 More Than 92 podcast. We always keep 100. We thank y'all boys and ladies and gentlemen. All the people, especially that profound comment from Miss Danielle. For joining us today. We're gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.